Yo, man, so the first episode of J. Cole's Inevitable podcast or audio series, that's what the man calling it, an audio series, is out right now, man. I listened to the whole thing. It was a dope experience being a J. Cole fan. I'm not a day one fan. I'm a Friday Night Lights fan, but I went back and listened to everything, and that's the warm up and the come up. Those are the mixtapes that came before Friday Night Lights and J. Cole's discography. So in the first episode of Inevitable, J. Cole talked about the come up. The story of him leaving North Carolina, going to college and struggling with, actually focusing on making music and not just living that college life, smashing all the chicks and things of that sort. He ain't really say it that vividly, but basically he said he was throwing his time smashing all the chicks and shit. But I love the episode. Let's get to some key points from it and also some viewers' reactions. So first thing first, people are already talking crazy online just to talk shit and not even know what the hell they talking about. Dude right here says Kendrick really mentally damaged Cole and Aubrey so bad that they went into their hard drives and now releasing content to remind the people why we love them. Elliot Wilson also said the same thing. 100 gigs, Inevitable. Kendrick got these light-skinned niggas reminiscing, shaking my head high. But whole time, like I told y'all before in the last video that I did on the situation, Cole hinted towards doing this on the Lil Yachty podcast like almost a year ago, bro.
Let's get into this huge, infamous mystery Kendrick Cole tape. Was that up for real?
Oh, yeah, for a second, because this was before his first album. This might have even been before mine type shit. I'm not sure, but I'm doing this podcast, by the way, like closer to the album. It's like I get into all of this, but so in depth, it's crazy. But we get into the story. But in a nutshell,
that was before the beef, bro. Before the beef. Now people are on their ass. This dude right here says, oh, let's not mention the fact that Cole recorded these 2 years ago and said 1 year ago on Yachty's podcast that he would release the podcast as a rollout to the fall off. Dickhead. And to Elliot, this dude says, at the very start of J. Cole's Inevitable, it says this was recorded in 2022 and it was teased beforehand. Y'all need to stop. This is what everyone calls y'all bots. Yeah. Elliot, what happened to hip-hop journalism, dog? Elliot be on his act shit, just trying to talk shit and shake up the world, man. But they keep it pushing. And dude right here says, is there a nigga doing rollouts better than J. Cole ever? This nigga is the rollout king, and I'm talking about genuine rollouts, not the antic trolling shit. Dude says, wait, J. Cole wants me to pay for his podcast? Not very humble like Jermaine.
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
Hell nah, so of course, people start quoting J. Cole, man. An album $10, you act like it's 10 G's. This food for thought cost the same as 2 number 3. So at ease with that broke shit, I had to join in there. Y'all trying to get a dollar, boy? No shit. Hell nah, man. So Cole spoke about the influence of Kanye West in that first episode. Let's peep this real quick.
Finding was I was an aggressive battle rapper, right? That had like bars, and I was a storyteller of like fantasy, like The Storm, like completely made up scenarios, whether it be a love story, like a movie. I had that, but my life was actually hella regular. I didn't sell no drugs. You know what I mean? Like that. It was nothing like my favorite rappers. You know what I mean? Like it was nothing like Jay-Z life looked like. It was nothing like fucking Pac life appeared to be. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing gangster about it. So I had a hard time finding, seeing myself as somebody, you know what I mean? That the lifestyle portion was kind of like I didn't get it. I didn't know how to talk about my life in a way that was like that people could connect with, or even I could. And then fucking Kanye West happened right before I went to college. In the summer of 2003, before I went to college, the Through the Wire video dropped, and that shit changed my life, first of all, and then I became like a massive Kanye fan. And Kanye was the first time that I saw myself in somebody damn near where it was like, oh, wait, this nigga just like made it possible to talk about your life or your regular ass perspective in a way that's like appealing and like in a way that like, you know what I mean? Like this nigga became like my favorite artist at that point. So he kind of cracked my mind open. So then when I did jump back in, or right before my sophomore year, I didn't know it, but I had maybe developed the angle, and this was
That's dope. So that's how he was comfortable to go ahead and be himself in music. Now, what happened over time is that people like Kanye or Drake, not really J. Cole specifically, but Kanye and Drake, they were enamored by street rappers or that lifestyle. So the message in their music or their perspective began to become blurred. So no longer were they making relatable music. Once again, referring to Drake and Kanye, they weren't making relatable music anymore. They started to focus on the rich nigga lifestyle and rich nigga problems that I just can't relate to. What saves them nowadays that sonically, what they do just sounds purely good, you know? J. Cole still tries his best to tap in to the regular perspective, even though, you know, I think his problem lately is that a lot of his music has been about how good he raps. When you get deep into your career, it gets tougher to relate to a normal person. So a big thing that came from this situation is that the Come Up drop, the Come Up mixtape. Now the mixtape, the Come Up featured a lot of freestyles on other people's beats, you feel me? So that was something that was big back then. Mixtapes wasn't your original songs because people wanted to hold the original songs for the actual albums. Nowadays it's totally different. But now that we're in the streaming era, that stopped a lot of these mixtapes being able to release on streaming platforms because they were not technically these rapper songs. What happened is some rappers over time have been able to get those records clear. With J. Cole specifically, we've been waiting for a lot of his shit to get clear, and it's looking like he's getting it done with the Come Up being dropped. Now this dude right here says, you don't know how long I've waited for J. Cole's mixtape to get added to streaming. This dropped on the day of the Come Up episode on his audio series. The episode for Friday Night Lights drops November 27th, and I'm praying to God that means it drops on streaming too. So fans are beginning to speculate that the drops of the audio series episodes may coincide with some releases on streaming platforms. So dude says Real One's waiting on episode 5. That's his best project. Episode 5 is Friday Night Lights. So in between that, you got the warm up. So we may see these, man. We may see these dropping that meantime, dog. That'd be dope as hell though. Now this is a good perspective because, you know, this says Kanye really cleared School Days, College Boy, the Come Up, and Homecoming for J. Cole on the Come Up. Great sign moving forward. The Warm Up and Friday Night Lights more than likely really on the way. Shout out to Ye. Now 2023, J. Cole asked Kanye to clear those records before.
Shout out to Kanye West. Please clear the sample for me, my brother. Appreciate you.
Now we all know Ye has been feeling some type of way after False Prophets, you know. J. Cole and Kanye, they got this relationship, man. It's a love and hate relationship, I'm pretty sure at this point in time. I don't know how much love coming from Ye's way, but I don't think Ye became the person that J. Cole thought he should be, you know. In J. Cole's eyes, there's a lot of shit that he don't like, but to keep it pushing. This dude says, just finished episode 1 of the new Cole audio series. I really like how it feels like you're just sitting in on a convo with Cole and E reminiscing about the Come Up and the interesting stories that came from that. I also love revisiting old ass tracks like School Days. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So this was another cool point right here, dog. Another cool spot in the conversation. So J. Cole revealed that he made Wet Dreamz at 21. And people are saying it makes a lot more sense because of the context of the conversation versus the time that it actually came out because he was a much older man. So peep this little snippet.
2006, I was like, yo, mixtapes is corny. Like literally, and mixtapes were getting watered down because everybody had one. Mm-hmm. So I was genuinely like, bro, I'm not doing no fucking mixtape. Like, first of all, I'm not wasting this music I got. Like, I had album songs.
That's one thing you always had. Like,
I always had
like a very high
regard for these songs
that you're like, I'm not about to a mixtape. Like, it was beneath you.
It was beneath me. It's like, why would I waste this fucking song? I had Wet Dreamz. Like, at that moment right there, I had Wet Dreamz. And point being, like, I didn't put out Wet Dreamz until Forest Hills Drive, which was 8 years after me and E was in that car. So like I had a high regard for a lot of these songs. So I was like, I'm not about to put out no fucking mixtape like and waste these songs. I ain't even got no record deal. But E was the first person in my life to challenge it and be like, yo, but if nobody knows about you, how are you gonna get signed?
That's real, dog. Back then it was a whole new world. A whole different world when it came to getting put on. That's why I be trying to tell people, like, the idea that people try to put across as being industry plants. Back then, it was a lot of industry plants because it was hard for people to organically grow unless you had some industry plugs. So labels would find whoever was talented and then push them through their machine. So out of nowhere, you will see an artist get music videos look, get a feature looks and whomever. You'll see them on 106 & Park. You'll see them on Rap City. You'll be like, damn, who the fuck is this person rapping with Jay-Z? Who the fuck is this person rapping with 50 Cent? It was very hard to grow organically to a wide base face if you did not have the help from a major label back in the days. So I hate how people use the industry plan conversation to shit on someone's come up, because shit, they may need that boost, bruh. As long as the music is good, I don't give a damn how I discovered it. Just give me the vibes, give me the good shit. That's all I care for, bro. But hey though, man, that was the first episode of J. Cole's Inevitable. You know, it was cool. I loved everything about it. It was a good listen, and I'm looking forward to the next one and seeing how this leads up to the rollout of the fall off. I mean, we're already in the rollout, but how it leads up to the fall off coming. You feel me? But hey, it's your turn. Let me know what you got to say in the comment section below me. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.